Welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into something huge, building a playbook for the college of the future. We're talking about institutions that are on the front lines of preparing people for the workforce, places like Renton Technical College, and how they can get ready for a world that is changing faster than ever. So let's just start with a really tough question. Think about this for a second. Is the education students are getting right now actually preparing them for jobs that might not even exist in a few years? It's a critical question for all of us. So let's get into it. This old industrial age model of education, that one-size-fits-all assembly line approach, it's not cutting it anymore. I mean, just look at the numbers. In the US, only about a third of students are hitting grade level proficiency in core subjects. That's a huge red flag. It shows the system is just massively inefficient at preparing our future workforce.
Okay, so what's the root of the problem here? Well, that whole traditional classroom system was designed for a totally different world, one that was stable and predictable, and that just doesn't work anymore. It's completely out of sync with today's super fast, constantly changing job market.
So if that old foundation is cracking, what do we build on top of it? Well, it's all about a fundamental shift in focus. We need to move away from just teaching specific subjects, the what to learn, and start building something way more powerful and lasting, meta skills.
And this is a really key distinction to make. This isn't just a new buzzword for soft skills like teamwork or communication. Those are important, for sure, but meta skills, they're a level deeper. They are the underlying abilities, the actual operating system for your brain that let you learn anything new for the rest of your life.
So what's the engine driving all this? It's something called metacognition. It's literally thinking about how you think. It's like having a coach inside your own head, helping you figure out the best way to tackle a problem or learn a new skill. Honestly, it's the ultimate learning superpower. Okay, so why does this matter so much? Because when we focus on building these meta skills, we're not just preparing students for their first job out of college, we're preparing them for their 5th job, their 10th job, and for careers we can't even imagine yet. We're building in that resilience, that adaptability for a lifetime of work. And look, this isn't just some abstract academic idea. This is happening right now. There are incredible institutions all over the world putting this into practice. So let's take a look at a few of these blueprints for success. First up, let's head to Singapore. Their entire national strategy is laser-focused on one thing: building a world-class talent pipeline to compete on the global stage. And they've created this amazing framework they call the iTalent Solutions Map. And it is so much more than just a training program. It's this whole ecosystem that blends real-world project work, one-on-one mentoring, and even sending people overseas. The goal is to create professionals who are truly ready for anything. All right, next up, let's jump over to Scotland, where their National Skills Agency is taking this really smart digital-first approach. They are systematically baking meta skills right into the DNA of their entire workforce training system. And what's so cool about this is it shows how you can drive this kind of change system-wide. They've literally made meta skills a required part of every single apprenticeship program in the country. I mean, that's the backbone of their technical training. And they're not just telling people to do it, they're giving employers the digital tools to actually track progress and build a better workforce. Okay, and for our last blueprint, let's look at Germany. Through incredible networks like ActionMensch, they're reminding us of a crucial piece of the puzzle, that true workforce readiness has to be built on a foundation of inclusion.
What they've done is build this powerful support network that acts as a bridge between school and the working world. It's all about making sure that people with all kinds of diverse abilities, physical or mental, get the guidance, the support, and, yeah, the financial help they need to launch into skilled careers. It's about building resilience by empowering everyone.
Okay, these global examples are absolutely fantastic, right? But you can see how they could be really resource intensive. So that's the big question. How do we scale this? How do we give every single student this kind of personalized attention? Well, the answer is technology. For literally centuries, we've known what the gold standard of education is: one-on-one personal tutoring. Think about it. From the ancient Greeks to the wealthiest families of the industrial age, that's how the elite learned. And as Mackenzie Price points out, modern research has been screaming this for decades. The science shows that kids can learn dramatically faster in this kind of model. This wild result has a name. It's called the 2 sigma effect. Basically, it means you can take a totally average student, someone right in the middle of the pack, and with personalized tutoring, they can perform better than 98% of students in a traditional classroom. 98%. The problem was always, how could you possibly afford to do that for everyone? Until now. This is where artificial intelligence completely flips the script. For the very first time in history, we have the technology to give every student their own personal expert tutor on any device, anywhere in the world. It's a total game changer. Now, for an AI tutor to be truly effective, it can't just be a fancy chatbot that answers questions. It needs a brain. It needs a structured map of knowledge, which is called an ontology. Think of it just like a GPS for learning. It understands all the concepts in a subject and, crucially, how they all connect. That's what allows the AI to create a unique, super efficient learning path just for you. And this brings us to one of the most exciting parts of this whole shift, what it means for teachers. They get to stop being the sage on the stage, the person who just stands up there and lectures. Instead, they get to become the guide on the side. Their job becomes all about motivation, mentorship, and building those deep human connections that an AI could never, ever replicate. Okay, so let's pull all these threads together. What does this actually look like in practice? How can a technical college start building for this future, like today? This is the playbook, a simple 4-step guide for any institution that wants to become truly future-ready. Step 1, you've got to redefine the curriculum. Shift the focus onto building those core meta skills. Step 2, evolve the role of the instructor. Turn them from lecturers into expert mentors. Step 3, leverage the power of AI to give every single student that personalized learning experience. And finally, step 4, adapt those global blueprints. Learn from what's working and make it your own. These are the pillars. This is how you build the college of the future. So, at the end of the day, this isn't science fiction anymore. The tools, the technology, the methods, they're all here. They exist right now. The only question left is who's going to build it? Who will have the vision and the courage to actually put these pieces together and create the future of education?